this is their quote. That's super long, right? Way too long for your thing, for a normal quote. But maybe it's a very long list. Okay. So in those rare cases, you see it's indicated by a colon. They actually don't even have any quotation marks here. But the left side and the right side of the paper are indented half an inch. That's the important. So it kind of sticks out like this. You see that? So just bear that. It's not major, so just follow. Okay. The big thing here, now I'm talking about the second part of our quote sandwich. This is now the meat of your, or impossible burger, your vegetarian. This is the substance of the quote is, of course, what exactly is. For this, and this is not just, so I want us to see a quoting not just a way to say, as a checkbox for paper. It's not just a way to show that you can think things. It should have a flow to it. So very often I see quotes that kind of they're like an alien spaceship that is led in the middle of the paper. And there's no introduction. And the quote itself just sort of sits there, kind of awkwardly, and it doesn't connect or flow with the author's other words. So read it out loud if that's what it takes. If it sounds a little awkward or grammatically correct, you can delete a couple of words. That's called an ellipsis, right? 3 dots. Or if one of the words in the quote sounds awkward because it changes the tense, for example. So you're writing in the past tense, but the other thing is in the future tense, and it just doesn't fit. You can change certain words by putting them inside brackets. Those are on your keyboard. This is just the left and right brackets up here next to the P. So, feel free to do that. Generally speaking, quotes should be direct and to the point. So, I'd say most quotes should be less than 2.5 lines long is a good rule of thumb. If it's longer than 4, you need that special format. But again, you should only get there if it's like the whole, if those 4 lines are really essential. Can you summarize those? Can you cut it down? You probably can. Okay. The last part, I'll come back to this. The last part of the quote sandwich is the follow-up, which basically is just your own analysis. Why does this quote matter? Something that ties it back to